Sayem is one of the 10 journalists who were imprisoned in 2001 without an official trial, arrest, or explanation in Eritrea. This all started in 1996, where the Eritrean government created a law that bans media broadcasts and journalists. According to Freedom of Expression Group Article 19, the 1996 press law includes a requirement that all media must promote national objectives. After 5 years, in 2001, the government has passed out another law banning all independent media, therefore allowing all the media to be led by the government, where it retains a legal monopoly of radio shows, newspapers, TV channels, and journalists. According to the Freedom House, the law stated that media publications must be submitted for the government approval prior to release. The government has heavily restricted the use of internet, where internet penetration is extremely low in Eritrea, where it's just above 1%, as mentioned by the UN Telecommunication Union. Users who granted access to the internet were forced to visit internet cafes, where they are easily monitored by the government. Since 2001, several journalists, including Sayom, were imprisoned without an official trial, where VOA News mentioned that journalists and activists were silenced and intimidated with imprisonment, digital and physical surveillance, and other forms of harassments. Similarly, in Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury, the protagonist Guy Montag lives in a community where books are censored and there is restricted access to information caused by the government. In his community, books are burned, and the houses of people who store and hide the books are burned as well. As an example, when the lady decided to burn herself with her books, as Bradbury said, the woman on the porch reached out with contempt for them all and struck the kitchen match against the railing. Back to Eritrea. Eritrea is known to be one of the poorest countries in the world. Therefore, the government cannot provide the citizens with high-quality services like other rich countries. Thus, the Eritrean government censors the media to stop citizens from seeing modernized countries and demand an increase in the services and facilities, or flee to modernized countries like countries in Europe, therefore protecting the citizens from the truth and making them happy. The government in Fahrenheit 451 is censoring books because of the information they have, where books have stories that talk about how people are not equal and can never be equal. As Captain Betty said, "Colored people don't like the little black Sambo, burn it. White people don't feel good about Uncle Tom's Cabin, burn it. Someone's written a book on tobacco and cancer of lungs. The cigarette people are weeping, burn the book." In a similar way, both governments censored books or media to prevent the citizens from knowing the truth about their realities, to prevent them from comparing themselves to other people who are in better conditions, and to prevent them from fighting against or even questioning the government. Not knowing about their sad reality and how they're not equal with other people, or that they're missing features that other people have, result in the citizens being happy in both the book and real life. Yet this happiness is not real happiness, it's forced happiness. Throughout the story of Fahrenheit 451, it can be inferred that the people in the community are not happy. One of the examples include Mildred, almost committing suicide by taking too many pills. When the men come and replace Mildred's blood, they mention, "We get these cases 9 or 10 at a night. Got so many starting a few years ago, we had the special machines built." This shows that overdose to commit suicide is frequent in their community. When a person commits suicide, it means that they are unsatisfied with their life so much that they can't bear it, so they commit suicide, therefore meaning they are unhappy. In Eritrea, the citizens also feel unhappy and unsatisfied, therefore they decide to flee to other countries where they can receive better services, have better future, and most importantly, have the right to speak their mind and have access to media. This can be seen throughout the interviews held by Vice News with some Eritrean refugees.
عادي هون بلا نخرب أبي أرتنا انتهينا صرنا الماضي دون علم ساعته غلاي نوع تقاب تأثير وتي كأونا بزمتي مالتي كله تأثير نوع قبيت المزاغلمونيات نخمها نخا عبي لنتي بحب جماعة أو سام كل خلينا نخمها نسوي حس عدنا ينبغي مالتي أبزقين نتي زحش من نابون أنتم من نختمتن نخدم ما خمت نتي لكم مالتي نابا ولا عندك سوا حيتغنيها سوا حلن سوا ناي سوا مغيان سعود له سوا حيتغنيها غازيتاوين حنت حبة حنت أمانة زرقة حمولة إيتها حدش إيتها تبل سابجك زرقة حدش حنت مالتي تبي تكاو تبي حنت مدام مالتي إيتوي مالتي أنا ودي وايز بالدول ناس أهون قد حلي زاب تونكا مين ديت بال تونكاس محبا ويوتكاس كنا بداية كني مالتي
نحن برس بتاعنا شجاري مسلي بالكان سمعت تأمنها قالنا عندي فرحات نتكازو هون نجار كنقلت زين هالنا
There's no freedom of expression. That's as brief as it gets. There are no independent newspapers. We're saying that the people inside the country are voiceless. We are their only voice.
In conclusion, censorship of information and allowing limited information to the public is an issue found in the community of the novel Fahrenheit 451 by Bradbury, which magnifies the real-life issue of media and information censorship in the present countries, including Eritrea.